the county government are supposed to enact their own Access to Information Act. And currently, I think 3 have already enacted. The others, we have taken them through the process, and we hope by the end of this year we'll have about half of the counties having enacted Access to Information Act. Now, in terms of also awareness, like this morning I was in Kawangware on public advocacy and training. So that we met the people in those areas. And so we are going to create awareness, and this is one of the achievements that we've seen so far, is that people are now getting to know that there's somebody who they can complain to in the event that they get public service delivery failures.
All right.
Yeah.
So, of course, that's very exciting to note that the Ombudsman has access and they're now more aware of these services and, of course, the fact that they can get this information. But what exactly is the Commission's plan to ensure that over the last few years, the mistakes that were done or the shortcomings of the last few years don't happen now that you are, of course, in power? So what exactly is the plan to ensure that things are done differently?
The first thing that I need, and we are going to invest in, is the human resources. Okay. It's very unfair or unfortunate that we can be going out there to enforce what we call mnyonge akona haki, and we have wanyonge in the commission. So one of the things we have done is to ensure that the staff are motivated and they don't suffer from some of these things that we are complaining out there. Secondly, we are going to leverage on technology, and I'm going to maybe elaborate that later on, to reach a number of people. As you may be aware, we are not yet there countrywide. Yeah. And this is unfortunate because you can't have somebody, say, from Lamu going all the way, the nearest office is in Mombasa, to report a complaint. It's prohibitive. And so we are going to ensure that we open as many county offices as possible. There is a Senate resolution that requires us to open offices every financial year. And of course, because we are in a difficult physical space, we are going to negotiate with Parliament, excuse me, to give us more resources so that we can be able to open offices to get there. Now, the other thing is that we have as a complaint management information system, which is outdated. So we need to upgrade it to current status, so that, to the current one, so that we are able to deal with the issues on real time. Yes. We are encouraging, again, other things is that, so for us to be around out there, we are encouraging what we call, we'll adopt what we call Pasha Ombudsman, where you're going to use a USSD code so that you can be able to report a complaint, and then we'll be able to act on it, and then you track it. So we have learned what worked before, and we're going to improve. The other thing that we're going to deal with mainly would be a lot of training, because wherever we go, most of the guys are saying, we don't know about this, then can you be able to train us? And so we are looking at that as one of the things that we're going to do. And we are developing our current strategic plan, which is going to align all these things with the things that we are going to do, and we'll have key deliverables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can see that there are some great plans underway. Yeah. But for the Commission to be able to fulfill its mandate to work more effectively, what resources does it need?
Thank you for that question. Of course, financial resources and human resources. Currently, what we don't have is the money. In spite of the fact that the Constitution explicitly say that Parliament shall allocate enough resources for the Constitutional Commission, but the government resources are not enough. So we are going to leverage on partnership with development partners, where they're able to fund certain of our activities. We'll be able to do that. So we have to have another innovative ways of raising funds. Yes. Through fines, of course. When we find people who do not honor summons, that's one way of raising revenues. We are looking at a way of also trying to use the training to even private sectors on alternative dispute resolution, grievance redress management, as a way of raising our own revenue. Human resources is another challenge.
Yes.
We have a staff establishment of about 272, but in post we are less than that. We are having about half. So you can imagine we are about 110 doing all this, and because the complaints are now increasing, because people are getting to know, then we need to have more people to be employed to be able to enable us to reach and execute our mandate. But all is not lost. We, as I mentioned, I alluded to, we're going to be big on technology.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're working with some people to develop an application where you can record, you can send your complaints anonymously. Once that is done, we are able to receive it and process it. So that means that anybody in Lamu can send to us their complaint without physically having to go to our Mombasa office to be able to have it addressed, and we'll be able to do that.